Hello, a warm welcome to all from SGT University. I am Ashita Jain from Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. Our topic for discussion today is radiation units and quantities. In this topic, we will cover its objectives, radiation units and its measurements, and radiation quantities. Now let's begin with its introduction. To introduce basic concepts of radiation and radioactivity, to provide useful information about radiation for interested individuals, to improve understanding of radiation, what it is and how it interacts. Let us talk about the quantities. Physical quantities used to express the amount of radiation. It is of two types. One express the concentration of radiation at a point, specific tissue or organ, and second express the total radiation delivered to the body. Now let's talk about the units. Units basically used to measure the amount of radiation or radiation quantities. Radiation units were of two types: conventional units and SI units. Conventional units includes 3 R's, that is the Roentgen, rad and ram. Now talking about the next one, that is exposure. Exposure is a radiation quantity that expresses the concentration of radiation delivered to a specific point, such as the surface of the human body. Knowing the exposure tells us nothing about the total radiation that is imparted to a body, which is expressed by other quantity, that is surface integral exposure, also denoted as SIE. Two units for expressing exposure. The first one is conventional unit, that is the Roentgen, denoted as R, and the second unit, that is the SI unit, is the Coulomb per kg of air and denoted as C per kg of air, that is Coulomb per kg of air. Now talking about the units of exposure. The Roentgen is basically defined in terms of the amount of ionization produced in a specific quantity of air. The ionization process produces an electrical charge that is expressed in the unit of coulombs. Surface integral exposure is generally the risk of the stochastic effect, the cancer induction that is probably related to some degree to the total radiation to the body. Now next one is air karma. Air karma is another radiation quantity that is used to express the radiation concentration that is delivered to a point such as the entrance surface of a patient's body. Karma stands for kinetic energy release per unit mass of air. It is a measure of the amount of radiation energy in the unit of joules, denoted as capital J, actually deposited in or absorbed in a unit mass kilogram of air. Therefore, the quantity karma is expressed in the units of joule per kg, that is the SI unit, and the gray. Air karma is just the absorbed dose in the air. Now talking about the next, that is absorbed dose. The radiation quantity used to express the concentration of radiation energy actually absorbed dose in a specific tissues, and this quantity is directly related to biological effects. Its conventional unit is rad and its SI unit is gray. Now the next one is integral dose. Integral dose is the radiation quantity that is equal to the total energy absorbed by the body. Integral dose is equal to dose into mass. Its SI unit is joule and its conventional unit is gram rad. It is generally assumed that the risk of the cancer induction is related to the integral dose because it has a reason. It takes into account the amount of the tissues that is exposed. Now we are moving to the next, that is dose equivalent. The various types of radiation might not produce the same biological impact even when the dose or energy delivered to the tissue is the same. Dose equivalent is a quantity that expresses the relative biological impact of the radiation by including a radiation weighting factor, denoted as WR. Dose equivalent is equal to dose gray into radiation weighting factor, and its unit is sievert, that is capital S and small v. The value of the radiation weighting factor is a characteristic of each specific type of radiation. In medical imaging like X-ray, gamma, beta and positron all have radiation weighting factor that have a values of 1. Radiation weighting factor is having a dimensionless number. It depends on the way in which the energy of the radiation is distributed along its path through the tissues, resulting in L LET, that is linear energy transfer. It is the rate of deposition of energy along the path of the radiation. Linear energy transfer is the energy transfer per unit length of the track, and it is measured in water because water is considered equivalent to tissues. Medical imaging, X-ray, gamma, beta and positron all have radiation weighting factors value 1. Now talking about the next, that is effective dose. It takes into account the specific organs and areas of the body that are exposed. All parts of the body and organs are not equally sensitive to the possible adverse effects of radiations such as cancer induction and mutations. Effective dosage is equal to absorbed dose gray into radiation weighting factors. Now talking about the next, that is tissue weighting factors. The tissue weighting factors represent the relative contribution from tissues, that is organs, to the total determinant due to stochastic effects resulting from a uniform whole body irradiation. Sum of the tissue weighting factors of all tissues organs in unity is 1. Now talking about the next, that is MPD. MPD stands for maximum permissible doses. It basically indicated the largest doses of ionizing radiation that an occupationally exposed person was permitted. Declare pregnant workers and minors. Pregnant women can receive not more than 0.005 sievert during the entire gestation period. Persons under the age of 18 years are also limited to 0.005 sievert per year. Non-radiation workers and the public 2% of the annual occupational dose limits. They can receive a whole body dose of not more than 0.001 sievert per year from industrial ionizing radiation. So today we will cover brief about the positioning and technical considerations in mammography, and in our next lecture we will continue with a fresh topic in this domain. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.